Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to touch on something today that's been on my mind. As a man, it is your job to be protective. It is your job as a masculine man. A man who can stand on his own feet, who's got a set of balls and a spine. It is your job to be masculine. What do I mean by this? Where am I going with this? You see people getting stabbed on trains and their throats cut. People getting shot. You see people getting mugged. You see all this shit. You see it on TikTok and the news and short clips on the internet and all that. And what's going on? Men instantly pull out their cell phone and start taking a video. Think about that. An 85-year-old woman's getting mugged. You pull out your cell phone and you video it instead of trying to help. A woman's getting her throat slit. That lady in North Carolina, that Ukrainian lady, I forget her name. I saw the video. First of all, that's horrendous. That's horrendous. That guy should get the death penalty. I don't give a shit what anybody says about that. But next to, like, right behind the woman and to the left, there's three men. Three men. The guy moves so quick, no one could stop him from doing it. But after the fact, they literally, a woman is bleeding out to death on the ground, and the men look. That's all they do. They look. One of them was such a bitch, he literally got up and walked away. I mean, that Karen lady from the Philadelphia Phillies game, doing that with the home run ball that she almost caught and everything. Did you see what happened with that? She literally walked over to the dad, pointed her finger right in his face in front of his son, and the guy gave her the ball. The dad initially got the ball, handed the ball to his son on his son's birthday, and caved in to some stupid ass emotionally abusive woman. Your kid, I saw this on Andy Frisella's podcast the other day. He mentioned something like this, but it's 100% true. On your son's birthday, he saw you cave in to that stupid ass Karen on his birthday. You instructed your son to give the ball back to this bitch. No balls. Someone does that to me, you are politely but firmly going to be told to get fucked. If I'm on a train or a bus or something like that somewhere, I'm going to help. If disaster happens. I mean, I understand now, you see people in New York City, what is it, David Penny, I think his name was? He gets arrested and they try to prosecute him for saving people's lives on a subway in New York City. So they tried to arrest and prosecute the guy who people should be praising. So I understand why some people would be put off by it. Me, I don't care. I'm a man. I'm going to lay my head down at night on that pillow and I'm going to be okay with it. Think about that. People literally pull out their phones instead of trying to help with shit. How does that make you look as a man to your partner? If you back down and instantly just give in to a Karen because she's up in your face, or you literally run in the other direction when shit starts going down. Now, if you have a family and your kids and your wife are there with you, obviously, you have to get your family to safety. So I understand that. But if you're there by yourself, you don't have a family, whatever. If you're there by yourself and you pull out your camera to video someone getting shot, or to not help an 80-year-old woman who's getting mugged, or whatever instance that you want to, whatever instance you want to say, men, it is disgusting. Disgusting. Think of how weak that makes you look to your partner. Think of how much better you would feel about yourself if you actually could go in and take care of the problem. It is your job to protect as a man. Whatever state or province or country you are in, get to know your firearm laws. You can look them up online, even though you have to make sure that is a reliable source. You can call up the police station. The police station is funded with your tax dollars. You can call the police station and ask those questions. Know your gun laws. Get your concealed weapons permit. Be legal about it. Know the laws. Yada, yada, yada. Get your concealed weapons permit if you're in a state or wherever that needs that. Some states are constitutional carry. Go to the shooting range. Safely practice your firearms training. Go to the gym. You do not need to be benching 500 pounds or anything. No. You need to be able to lift up your own body weight. You need to be able to lift up your body weight. Plus, if you have kids and your kids are 60, 70 pounds, you need to be able to lift your weight plus your kids' weight in case you need to be able to pick them up and move. It is your job to protect. If you are out on a date with a potential partner or your wife or something like that, what are you going to do if you guys are walking, out of the restaurant and some guy comes up and tries to mug your woman? What are you going to do? Because I want you to understand something. That potential partner of yours or your wife is watching what you do. If you become a straight up bitch in that situation and you can't control that, I'm not saying don't go in there like John Wayne, guns a-blazing. Don't go looking for issues. That's common sense shit. Don't be John Wayne. You don't need to ride off into the sunset. But what are you going to do? Your wife is watching. Is she going to lose respect for you? Is your date going to lose respect for you? Your kids are watching you. How do you think they would have handled this shit back in the 70s? Even the 80s, even the 90s. I went to school in the 90s. There was fights all the time. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying in general, like, we have become soft. We have become soft. The TV, the sports, you have free internet access to titties and porn anytime you want. So you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to be masculine. You don't have to, none of that shit. 'Cause you can just go home and look at some fake ass titties online. It's a man's job to protect. You're allowed to carry pocket knives. Invest in a solid knife. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Invest in a solid knife. Have a knife clip on it so you can stick it in your shorts or your jeans. Even your suit, whatever you're wearing. You do not go look for trouble, but you can handle the trouble if it comes to you. That is how men are supposed to operate. Can you handle that? Look at the world, man. It is some crazy ass shit going on right now. You got Charlie Kirk. You got that Ukrainian woman. You got there's so much. There's so much. We're not even going to get into it. But it's crazy. It's crazy. And you have to be able to handle that situation if it comes your way without looking for the trouble. But if it comes your way, you have to be able to handle it. Wake up, men. That is your job. When you act like a straight bitch, it is disgusting. Thank you guys for tuning in.